Welcome everyone, and thank you for joining me today. I'm excited to kick off this session on enhancing user experience through powerful JavaScript customization on the Now platform. Today, we'll be focusing on mastering client scripts in ServiceNow. Over the next few slides, I'll guide you through the key concepts, best practices, and practical tips to elevate your ServiceNow applications. So let's get started. Now, let's take a closer look at why client scripts are so essential. They play a crucial role in creating intuitive, user-friendly forms that respond instantly to user actions on the Now platform. This means that when someone interacts with a form, the experience feels smooth and seamless, without unnecessary delays or page reloads. These powerful scripts are triggered by specific client-side events. For example, when a form loads, when a user changes a field, when they submit the form, or even during inline edits. Each of these events can activate a script, allowing the form to react dynamically and appropriately. Client scripts are essentially JavaScript code that runs directly in the user's browser. This is important because it enables the form to be highly responsive and interactive, all without needing to communicate back to the server for every action. As a result, users get a faster, more engaging experience, and the overall system becomes more efficient. In the broader context of ServiceNow customization, understanding how client scripts work helps us tailor the user interface to better meet user needs, making the platform more effective and user-centric. Let's take a closer look at the 4 types of client scripts and how they help us create a dynamic and user-friendly form experience. First, we have the ability to perform dynamic list updates, which means the list can change instantly based on user actions, providing immediate feedback. This is crucial for keeping the form responsive and ensuring users see real-time validation or options. Speaking of validation, real-time list validation helps us confirm that entries are correct before submission, preventing errors early on. Next, inline list editing in forms allows users to modify list items directly within the form, making the process more intuitive. The on-cell edit function triggers actions right after a user edits a cell, enabling instant validation or calculations. This helps prevent invalid submissions and ensures data integrity by checking required fields on the fly. Moving on, the onSubmit script runs when a user submits the form. It's essential for triggering calculations, updating related fields, and validating user input before the data is saved. This step is vital for maintaining accuracy and consistency. The onChange script activates whenever a specific field value changes. It's perfect for running calculations or updating other parts of the form dynamically, ensuring that the form responds intelligently to user input. Finally, the onLoad script executes automatically when the form first loads. It sets the initial state, such as hiding or showing elements, pre-filling fields, or setting default values. This helps create a tailored experience right from the start. Together, these 4 types of client scripts give us powerful tools to make forms more interactive, accurate, and user-centric, which is at the heart of delivering a seamless digital experience. Pro tip: this simple automation can save your team hours of manual work every week, while also ensuring that incident handling remains consistent and standardized. When we implement this kind of automation, we see improvements in data accuracy across tickets, which means fewer errors and more reliable information. It also helps us assign priorities consistently, avoiding any confusion or delays. Plus, by reducing manual data entry, we minimize the chance of errors creeping in. Overall, this leads to faster incident resolution times, helping your team respond more efficiently. The key benefit here is instant priority assignment, no more manual calculation needed. Instead, the onChange script automatically updates the priority field based on the impact value whenever it's changed. The trigger for this is simple. Whenever a user modifies the impact field on an incident form, the script kicks in. Let's look at a real-world example to see this in action. This automation not only streamlines your process, but also ensures your team can focus on resolving incidents rather than managing data manually. Now, let's look at the advanced approach for using UI scripts. Instead of relying solely on global scripts, which run across all forms and can slow down performance, we should target scripts to specific tables and views where they're actually needed. This way, the code only executes when it's relevant, helping to maintain optimal system performance. By focusing scripts this way, we reduce unnecessary load and ensure a smoother experience for users. It's all about writing smarter, more targeted code that supports efficiency and better maintenance in your ServiceNow environment. When working with ServiceNow, it's crucial to use the right methods to interact with form elements. For example, instead of directly accessing an element like this, G-form, get element priority, which is shown here with a check mark indicating it's the recommended approach. This is what we should use. It's reliable and works consistently across different platform versions. On the other hand, trying to access elements using standard JavaScript methods like document, get element by ID, incident, priority, is fragile and depends heavily on the current HTML structure. This approach is marked with a cross, indicating we should avoid it because ServiceNow's HTML changes with each update, and direct DOM manipulation can easily break. That's why always using the GlideForm API, or G-form, is the right way to go. It provides a stable, platform-agnostic interface that adapts as the system evolves, ensuring your scripts remain functional over time. This matters because relying on the HTML structure directly can lead to broken scripts down the line, especially after upgrades or customizations. Avoiding direct DOM manipulation means your code stays resilient, reliable, and easier to maintain. So, in summary, always prefer the GlideForm API for form interactions. It's future-proof, platform-agnostic, and will save you headaches as your ServiceNow environment evolves. When deciding between UI policies and client scripts, the key rule is to always choose a UI policy if it can accomplish your goal. UI policies are designed to handle many common field control scenarios, such as making fields mandatory, read-only, or hiding them based on certain conditions. They're simple, easier to understand, and much quicker to modify without needing coding skills. Save scripting, meaning client scripts, for those situations where your logic is truly complex and can't be addressed effectively with a UI policy. Remember, using client scripts when not necessary increases the risk of errors, especially since scripts can be more prone to syntax mistakes. The no-code approach of UI policies minimizes the chance of errors and makes your setup more maintainable. They're a more straightforward way to control the user interface, which helps keep your configuration clear and manageable over time. So, always evaluate whether a UI policy can do the job first. If it can, that's the best choice. Only turn to client scripts when your logic exceeds what UI policies are capable of handling. Now, let's talk about how to validate whether a user's configuration number already exists in the database before allowing the form to be submitted. This is crucial because it helps prevent duplicate entries, which can cause data inconsistencies. One common use case for this approach is maintaining a clear separation between client and server logic. By doing so, we ensure that each side handles its responsibilities effectively. For example, complex calculations are often retrieved from the server, keeping the client interface responsive. Similarly, user input can be validated against real-time server data, ensuring accuracy and integrity. This is where Glide Ajax really shines. It enables asynchronous communication between client-side scripts and server-side script includes. What this means is you can fetch or validate data without needing to refresh the page, keeping the user experience smooth and seamless. So, to summarize, Glide Ajax is a powerful tool for making server calls from client scripts. It allows us to perform validations and fetch data in the background, which is essential for building dynamic, responsive applications. When used correctly, it ensures data integrity, improves performance, and enhances the overall user experience. Now, let's look at why client scripts really matter. Well-designed scripts have a direct impact on productivity and operational efficiency. They enable us to customize ServiceNow to better meet business needs, which is crucial for developers and admins alike. When we talk about workflow customization, Real-time feedback and dynamic forms play a key role in creating intuitive user interactions. This leads to a better overall user experience, and as a result, we see an improvement in user satisfaction scores. One of the most significant benefits is the reduction of errors. For example, with real-time validation, we can decrease data entry mistakes by up to 3 times. That's a huge improvement in data accuracy. Additionally, optimized client scripts can significantly speed up form completion times by around 65%. Faster forms mean less time wasted and more efficient workflows. All these points highlight why investing in good client scripts is so impactful. They help us deliver a smoother user experience, reduce errors, and save time, all of which are essential for operational success. Now, as we wrap up, I want to emphasize the importance of continuous learning. Exploring official ServiceNow documentation, diving into community tutorials, and getting hands-on practice are all great ways to keep developing your skills and stay updated. Remember, the more you practice, the more confident you'll become in customizing and optimizing your forms and workflows. Transforming your ServiceNow environment with powerful client-side logic can really enhance user experience, making your forms more dynamic and user-friendly. It's a fantastic way to deliver value and improve efficiency. Applying the guidelines we've discussed today is crucial for building scripts that are not only effective, but also scalable and maintainable. This helps prevent performance issues down the line and ensures your solutions are robust. Starting with basic onload and on-change scripts in your personal developer instance is a safe, effective way to build your foundational skills. It allows you to experiment and learn without risking your production environment. So, are you ready to master client scripts? With a solid foundation and continuous practice, you'll be able to create powerful, user-centric solutions that make a real difference.